سلام بچه، چطورین؟ امیدوارم هر چی که هستین خوب و سلامت باشین. به واکترو بازی افترایمیج خیلی خوش اومدید. خب بچه ها، امروز با هم دیگه میخوایم بریم که ادامه واکترو بازی افترایمیج رو با هم دیگه داشته باشیم. خب هیچ مطلبی بریم که با هم دیگه این بازی رو شروع کنیم. خب توی اپیزود قبل من این مناطق‌ها رو رد کردم. الان رسیدم به اینجا که ادامه‌شو میخوایم توی این پلی ترو با هم دیگه انجام بدیم. خب این دره بسته است، بعد این طرف برم، بالا هم بسته است، اینجا باید برم. کجا در میری؟ بیا اینجا. این برم بسته است. یه چست اونوره، برم بازش کنم.
Another one of the ode. You seem quite sane, though. Ah, thanks to this lad. I see. But you are too weak now.
How dare a human call Ifri a lad? Who are you?
I am Levine, the librarian here. Living members of the ode have been fairly rare since the raising befell us. Not to mention you are accompanied by a dubious companion. Wait. Souls so beautifully entangled. Interesting. Incredible. So, it can actually be done.
Wow. Good on you for understanding the majesty of Ifri's secret spell.
Well, it has the structure of a soul link, but you called upon primeval power. Yet, it's done so delicately. Oh, truly an impressive feat.
I am Renee, and this is my friend Ifri. Could I ask, For what reason did you summon us? And what did you mean by another one of the ode?
Calm yourself, young lady. It's just the humble curiosity of a scholar. You too have some power and mayhaps be exactly who I need to help me. Would you be interested in hearing my request?
You want Ifri to lend you a hand? Let's see how sincere you are.
If you are willing to help, of course I shall repay you with sincerity.
What a weirdo! But his aura is really strong. Maybe we can get some good stuff from him. What do you think, Ree?
He didn't seem to mean any harm, though.
Well, have you made up your mind?
I'm willing to help. Please tell me what happened.
When the raising befell us, I was reading in the Grand Archives. My power was lacking, and I could not deflect its direct impact. I could only link my soul to the 3 powerful hallows in the archives, and bound my soul in their field with 3 chains. I've thus survived without being swept into the sea of souls by the flood that cooled the land after the raising. However, though I managed to survive, I was also bound forevermore inside the field and the archives by these hallows.
I can't believe he locked his soul in here with 3 so-called hallows.
Nonetheless, he succeeded and survived the raising all on his own.
I don't hate this place. There's a sea of books, and it would take an eternity to read them all. And yet, no one wishes to remain a prisoner forever. Thus, I've been looking for someone to help me ever since. But after so many years, there have been none to help me in my plight.
Those others were too weak.
Does it mean...
As
So,
'tis this, I linked
That's why...
the soul further beside
well,
Thank you very much.
your talent. As with, take this. Go to the town of.
Go to the end.
خب برم این ور. تالنت پوینت گرفتم. این شورت کاتم باز کردم و اوه درم که بسته است. ایشمیش زیاد بود. جیجی شمشیرشو بهم داد، فقط یه ضربه خوردم. اوه 125 دمیج. خب اینی که من دارم چنده؟ 119. عجب شمشیریه. وای چقدر سخت بود این. به این میگن گریت سورد. به به. رستینگ پوشن. اینجا باس فایت رو زدم، الان دارم اومدم این زیر. خب تالنت پوینت. این که مال شلاقه آپگریدش، اینم مال دول بلید دوئل. آره دوئل بلید. اینجا هم که
Camp of the Geo-Goliath Scions?
Wow, looks like we stumbled right into the lion's den.
شاید گربه.
Wow, it's you! It's been a long time, big cat. What? remember Ifri. Big Cat, what are you guys doing here?
Master Ifri, you know, God once graced our kind with rich knowledge and the power to build and repair all manner of God's sacred relics.
Ifri knows. That's also one of the reasons why the Goliaths waged war against the humans. But you haven't found her after all this time? Could it be?
All Goliaths were born in the molten sanctum. After the princess went missing, however, no new Goliaths of Geo have been born, so she must still be alive.
Any clues to guide Ifri?
We searched everywhere, but learned nothing new. That's why we returned to the humans' holy grounds again. After all, that's where the princess went missing after the raising. Master Ifri, if you happen to visit the Gate of Geo, could you do me the favor of handing over this letter to a meowling named Rook?
Hidden barcodes again? You kittens are always so cautious. Well, I'll be on my way now. I'll look out for the princess for you.
Thank you.
Ifri, you seem to know that big meowling pretty well.
Of course! Ifri is quite popular.
You were talking about a princess captured by humans.
It's the Goliath of Geo. These kittens prefer to use...
Shit.
Humans are all feral. Don't talk to me. سیفم اینجاست. الان اومدم اینجا.
We're here! I was expecting to wait until the sun and stars aligned, or to use the magic pocket watch that intervenes with time, but we only needed to wear the rings of sun and moon. I always knew that there was more to these rings than just their beautiful craftsmanship. That was clever. Did the hermit design it himself? Yeah, and we must thank that mage for allowing us to investigate the archive. Brenda, look! The mark on the shard is the same one from the legend. Once we discern the meanings of its signs, we'll be one step closer to the hermit's secret.
Looks like you found something.
Renee and Ifri! Thank you so much! That clue is indeed hidden in the big clock at the center of the archive.
Wow, you remembered our names, even though you won't bother waiting for us to finish a thought.
Yeah, Karsa Brenda returns every favor. Please, accept this. Give this gold coin to the sleeping fairy in the Cave of Lure, and she'll exchange it for treasure. See you then. We'll be on our way to follow the next clue. I've seen the waves of the reversed waters.
A gold coin? Huh, never thought he'd be this generous.
اینور من نرفتم بذار هیچی نی؟ اینجا نمیتونم برم تو آب دمیج بخورم ای بابا آها ایوه رفقا خیلی ممنونم که تا آخر ویدیو رو تماشا کردیم. تا ویدیو بعدی فعلا خدا نگهدار.